Good evening, everyone. I'm going to talk to you about the differences between the Fêtes Galantes and the Grand Mass Ball, or Le Grand Bal Masqué de Versailles. Please pardon my French accent or anything. You know, it's not perfect. The first main difference between the Fêtes Galantes and the Grand Mass Ball is that the Fêtes Galantes is held inside the palace. You'll actually get to go in the Hall of Mirrors and throughout different rooms. And the Grand Mass Ball is held inside the Orangery and some of the surrounding gardens. These events are held typically about 3 to 4 weeks apart. The Fêtes Galantes has historically been held recently in May, and then the Versailles Grand Mass Ball has been held in June, right about the summer solstice. So this year it was June 21st. The Fêtes Galantes atmosphere is a little bit more regal, refined, historically immersive. Guests are meant to feel like they've actually stepped into the 18th century court in the past. The Grand Mass Ball is a little bit more opulent, wild, theatrical, and party-centric. The differences in dress code is that the Fêtes Galantes has more of an emphasis on historically accurate costumes for like the 18th century. And then the Grand Mass Ball, there's a little bit more creativity, avant-garde. You can play with your costumes. It's not so much emphasis on being exact and having spent as much money on your costumes. You don't have to spend as much. The differences in experience is the Fêtes Galantes is a little bit smaller scale, higher end event. You have access to the historic rooms within the palace. Like I said, guests will interact with period actors, musicians, and dancers. And then it will also include classical music, historical dances, and sometimes courtly games and fencing displays. The Grand Mass Ball, on the other hand, is kind of like an outdoor dance party in the Orangery with DJs and live performers, acrobatics, fire shows, stilt walkers, extravagant visuals, less historically accurate, more dramatic, and over the top. The audience for the Fêtes Galantes is more so history buffs, reenactors, and those seeking authenticity and elegance. And the Grand Mass Ball, on the other hand, are more like partygoers, influencers, creatives, and costume enthusiasts. Ticket prices are kind of similar. They're around, I say $150 to a little over $600. The prices aren't exactly the same for each ball, but I think this year they were actually kind of close. And just so you know, ticket prices tend to go up every year. I don't know, it's just how things seem to be going lately. So let me know below if you've been to one event or the other, which one you liked more, what differences